What up, y'all? It's Middleman TV in the building today. We got to talk about Canelo officially leaving PBC and going back to dazzling Matchroom. His fight plans, according to Dan Rafael, Canelo wants to fight Edgar Berlanga in May. And then he wants to fight Jamie Munguia in September. This is no surprise at all to me. Canelo has always been the type of fighter to find the easiest fights possible. We all know Edgar Berlanga is a hype job. We all know that Edgar Berlanga picked up 2 solid wins against Jason Quigley and Padraig McCrory, 2 Irishmen, tough Irishmen, but just weren't good enough. Here's the truth. Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, a guy that Canelo Alvarez says, you fight with nobody, beat Jason Quigley in 2 rounds. Edgar Berlanga couldn't even get Quigley out of there. The fight went to distance, and Quigley looked good in a lot of rounds. Edgar Berlanga was finally able to record a stoppage knockout victory in his last fight against Padraig McCrory. First time he's gotten a stoppage in over 2 years. And all of a sudden, he's ready for Canelo Alvarez? See, Canelo likes to be an opportunist. He likes to pounce on opportunities, and he knows Berlanga's coming off a beautiful performance. And he's Puerto Rican, so he can fool people. Well, first of all, Puerto Rico versus Mexico, it'll sell no matter what. Berlanga has fans, Canelo has fans. It's Puerto Rico versus Mexico, so it's a smart move from a business standpoint. Canelo's very smart with that. But it's an easy opponent. Berlanga's got no chance to beat Canelo, so it's just garbage, man. I'm not going to give him much credit for that win. Should be kind of exciting until Berlanga gets caught, but he's got no chin. So, like I said, it makes sense because Puerto Rico and Mexico got a true rivalry. But I don't expect the fight to be close. I just don't think Berlanga's good enough to beat Canelo Alvarez. It's also reported that PBC was willing to pay Canelo the $35 million to fight Jermall Charlo next, if he was willing to fight David Benavidez in September. Well, Canelo does not want to do that. Canelo has his own obstacles he wants to reach. Apparently, he said there are reports out there that says he talked to PBC and that, he had a list of fighters that he wanted to fight, and David Benavidez was not one of them, but PBC had plans for him to fight David Benavidez all along. And as we see now, Canelo's not with it. Eddie Hearn has come out and said that if Benavidez wants to jump ships and come to Matchroom, he will gladly make a Canelo versus David Benavidez fight. But talk is cheap, man. At the end of the day, the cash cow, the main guy at hand, the money maker in the fight has to want the fight and want to fight. And let's just be honest here. Canelo Alvarez will never, in his entire career, fight David Benavidez. And let's be honest why. David Benavidez has all the accolades, all the everything in the book that you can think of to take over Canelo's position as the face. If he beats Canelo, he could be the new face for Mexico. He's strong, he's big, he's got a good personality. It just fits the scheme, and Canelo knows that, and he's smart, and he wants to remain the face of Mexico, so he'll do anything to keep that. So he's trying to avoid David Benavidez. And I think by fighting a Puerto Rican like Edgar Berlanga and then fighting Jamie Munguia, unfortunately, it's going to distract a lot of people from the David Benavidez fight, and people are still going to give him substantial amount of credit. Not me, not here on Middleman TV. I think that Canelo Alvarez is a disgrace to boxing and one of the biggest ducks in the history of the sport.